this. I was thinking about this earlier today, actually. So I've been like low key studying tribalism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all don't know, like we're tribal human beings. Like I always talk about like the evolution of the brain, like the human brain. It's one of the topics that interests me. And just seeing like how humans think now, there's literally a reason for it. Most likely is because our ancestors used it to survive.
My hair's a mess, bro.
Come on, comb it up. Our ancestors,
Is it a mess?
No, it looks good.
Bet.
Our ancestors used it to survive, or it benefited them in some way. And obviously, natural selection is going to lead that group of people to surviving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are all tribal people, right? We all pick a group, and we're very inobjective. Like, there's no objectivity. We're loyal to that group because guess what? Back in the day, a loyal tribe was more likely to survive and conquer a non-loyal tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, like, in politics, that's all American politics is. It's literally fucking tribalism in its worst form.
It's the hive mind thing.
Yeah, it's all tribalism. And honestly, I don't blame nobody because, as I said, it's literally human DNA.
Strength in numbers.
And that's why I said there's no stopping it. Mm-hmm. Because it's who we are. It is human beings. Right? In the
I think
West,
it's just animal behavior in general.
We are animals.
Yeah, we're animals.
We're animals. What Joe Rogan said, we're fucking apes that found mushrooms and now we're conscious beings. Like,
this is my impression of Joe Rogan talking about Lewis and Clark expedition and how they took psychedelic mushrooms. They were out there for 2 years, man. You mean to tell me they didn't take any psychedelic mushrooms? They had to.
That's good.
Nah, that's not good.
No, that was good. I
appreciate it.
I mean,
shout out to Joe Rogan.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. I'm a big Rogan fan. That was good. I mean, obviously, you could brush it up a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
How do you work on impersonations?
Nah, I just observe people really carefully to a point where you'll find it uncomfortable, where I just know all your mannerisms.
They're just out there fucking hustling, man. Like, yo.
That's it.
He really sells it, though. But I try to take a little bit of that sauce.
I love in the comments, they'll be like, Joe, like, whatever, Rogan.
Joe, greatest thing on the earth, Rogan, or something like that. Because he always, bro, but that's the thing. Like, when you talk a lot, you do pick up, like, certain things that you constantly repeat. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, it's by the way. Like, I always say by the way before everything. Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm about to say by the way right now. You feel me? But I was saying, like, tribalism is so crazy.
Yeah, let's get into that again.
It's not good for the political landscape, but it is what it is. Like, for example, I've been paying attention to, like, CNN and Fox.
Yeah.
They are two completely channels now than when Trump was in office. It's scary,
really?
Bro.
I haven't even watched.
Bro, they are... Okay, so what Fox does now, all they do is opinion pieces.
Of course.
On how Biden is fucking up the country. When's the last time you've heard anyone talk about the troops?
I didn't even know we had troops.
I didn't know we had troops anymore, bro.
I thought all the troops were...
I thought...
Everybody was home.
I thought niggas don't fight overseas anymore.
For real.
Over Trump administration, we didn't talk shit about troops.
Yeah.
Fox didn't, CNN didn't. All of a sudden now, Fox wants to pump. Bring the troops back home. Nigga, where was this energy a month ago?
Facts.
You don't think those troops was out there getting murked? Or
I didn't know we had troops.
Bro, I'm serious. No funny shit,
I had no idea.
It was just COVID and Black Lives Matter protests. That's all that was happening in America.
Yeah.
And to see that all Fox do now is shit on Biden and his administration, talk about Hunter Biden, talk about just a bunch of ridiculous shit, right? Mm-hmm. Talk about all the people that are losing their jobs because Biden canceled he shut down the Keystone Pipeline and shut down them from drilling on any new private land. And CNN is this really toned down, like, liberal, just praising Biden channel. That's all they do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it made me realize, like, oh, you motherfuckers aren't reporting news. You motherfuckers are trying to give off a narrative. Mm-hmm. And literally, like, we live in such a fast universe that there's news everywhere. You can make everything into a news story. So news is not really news. Y'all are just gonna take little bits and pieces and put it together to put a show on to try to manipulate people for the next 2 years when Congress is being voted upon again, or when the presidential election is coming back around.
It's so crazy. That's why it's crazy to get wrapped up in it and just, like, believe everything you see. I can't stand that. Stop believing everything you see, people.
Or everything you hear.
First article. you see. It's like that's it.
And a lot of
as
people
long as it's something you
agree with,
and then it's like that's it. I have no doubts that that's what's going on.
Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed the trigger? Yeah. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?